deactivation to the deflector shield.
It's not gonna hurt you, look.
I got a fist full of whiskey, the bottle just bit me. We got 'em lined up, shot down, firing back straight crown. Took it like a time bomb, drinking till the night's gone. Get your hands off of this glass, last call my ass.
Saturday. What are we looking at? Well, this is a Bloody Mary Ale. I saw this, and after all the chit chat lately about Bloody Marys, I did get some of the fixings. I couldn't find the ones that had been mentioned, or the one that had been mentioned. This is from Flying Dog. It weighs in at 6.8%, and I'm going to open it with the Second Amendment. I should open it with my bump stock. It's amazing. I was dredging Lake Superior, and I found it. Now that the ban is it's got an appeal on it, so right now it stands. So everybody knows the bump stock is like the greatest invention ever. It smells like a Bloody Mary. Amazing. Okay. I don't sniff my Bloody Marys, I drink them. Cheers. So kind of wouldn't this be a Caesar in Canada? Eh? Except for you get to skip the whole part where you mix it. Sort of like, no, it's nothing at all like the Mamma Mia's pizza beer. I got something right there. Needless to say, there will not be a shooting video of me getting to shoot, say, the high power, the 610, the 610, the 610 again, the bulletproof plate. It started off snow raining, then switched to rain, and then switched back to snow. So it's been coming down all day. And on top of that, I guess we're lucky if we've made it into the... Hey, Google, what's the actual fucking temperature right now?
I don't understand.
Oh, yes you do.
Do what?
Tell me the damn temperature.
I don't understand.
You don't understand what the temperature is?
In Duluth right now, it's 34 degrees.
Oof. Is it snowing?
No, currently in Duluth, there's no chance of snow.
Are you sure? Because, hey, Google, right now, it's snowing outside my fucking window.
I don't understand.
Yeah, obviously. Actually, I was going to say, I really don't want to have to take a break and go actually prove that that it's snowing right now. But here, I'll just show you the video imagery from out my back door right at this very moment in time. You can even hear it. Google, you can even hear it snowing right now, you hooker. Yeah. There's where all the cows die, right there. You want to see what's happening out front? Wow, that's weird. The snow isn't sticking. You can kind of maybe. I wonder if that has anything to do with the roots of the tree, keeping the ground a little bit more warm. I don't know. I'm trying to think of all the dumb shit Matt would say if he was here. Hi. How's it going? So, Christine got a package in the mail today. It came in the exact same size box that a coffee mug would come in. She goes, "Oh, it's another mug." And she opens it. She's like, "It's spam. What the hell am I going to do with spam?" Okay. First comment was Blue Healer. 2 thumbs up. And seeing how I hit publish and then hit refresh and refreshed the second time Blue Healer was in, that took like no time flat. Joey being second saying hi. Nihap saying third. Multi-Gunman says third what? And Nihap says third clown with no life. Blue Healer, 2 more thumbs up. J-Dog, here at work. Harmarsh, 4th. John Solar, beat you, Joey. And Gunwild being correct says, think again. Multi-Gunman says, beat Joey off or just beat Joey. Gunwild to Multi-Gunman, beat him about the head and shoulders. John Solar, you're a disturbing fella. Gunwild, 7th bitches. Zeus, laugh out loud. Mule Team gives me 3 kisses. Jorn, cheers, Eric the Viking.
Damn right, Jorn. Gonna have a beer and eat some meat.
Stephen Bush, you're not really a fan of Flying Dog, are you? That right there is the look that Joey's customers see a lot.
As a matter of fact, Jorn, I think I'm going to have a little jalapeno deli-style beef stick. That's right, because I'm in the fine state of Minnesota. This is your mayor, or your governor, the governator, Jesse the Bod Ventura. Eating a beef stick, putting David Brown's meat in my mouth.
After all, it is a Bloody Mary. We might as well garnish it. Rich Huff, cheers all. Let the weekend commence. And I can say rock on, enjoy. You too. Rock on. Jordan, your daughter was on here? Not yesterday. Neil, hold on a minute. I've been calling whiskey back in the early days, long before bottle ship. I know, but the rules change as we go. I think it all resorts back to how I feel. Because, like, say, right now, I'm not waiting for a ship to get blown up to drink some whiskey. It's Saturday afternoon. Let's do this. Mule? Smile Money. Top 20, and I'll watch tomorrow. Mule again. Do a light twice as cool. Yeah, well. I evidently yeah. That was a screw up on my behalf. Just let's these are not the droids that we are looking for. I don't know. Maybe if you took less than almost 2.5 days to respond to an email, I'd have more information. But yeah, that's my bad. I apologize. Zeus, great Spreaker show tonight, and I'm saying I got the 3 choices, and I'm saying yes, it is. If you didn't catch the show, you can catch it in podcast. But on top of our normal shenanigans, we discussed VPNs and different ways that you can keep your privacy, the Linux operating system, and how on the level of complexity it's really gotten a lot easier. As a matter of fact, because of the way Linux operates, and it's so streamlined, and all the bullshit has been bloatware has been pulled out of it, you could probably take I have a candidate. I don't know if it'd be one of those things, or maybe ship it to you, or if you think that, once again, such easy stuff that even Eric can do it, maybe even try it on it, because right now it has a copy of Windows 10. It was part of the actual Windows upgrade thing, and it won't update beyond. It won't update. Every time you fire it up right now, it says, "Oh, there's updates available," but it never successfully redoes the updates. And I think it's the one that's sitting right there. I've got 2 laptops that I got from Dan, my computer guy, and I've tried to see if anybody could actually use either one of them. They're both IBM ThinkPads, and back when I first got them, I was fairly impressed. I actually had this at the same time that I had gotten these ones, and these ones, basically what they are is Dan works for a very large healthcare organization, and when the doctors decide that someone decides that they need to update their equipment, all the stuff comes back, and I don't know if one way or the other, he's able to get his hands on some of the stuff that's still in fairly decent shape, wipes it, and starts all over again. So, I mean, when mine there was like 0 information on it, and he had put that program into it so that he could log in and help me if there was anything that ever needed to be fixed, and blah blah blah. But it just it's kind of like good for emails, and it did okay like watching YouTube videos, and it still works as like a TV if you wanted to do Netflix. And you know what? I know, squirrel. I evidently have been out of the loop a little while checking out Amazon Prime, because one of my favorite series of all times is The Expanse. And I watched the first 3 episodes of season 5, and then nothing, and then nothing, and then nothing. And then I was in Amazon Prime, just kind of cruising around, seeing if there was new episodes of any of the motor shows. And I clicked on The Expanse, and it was like, there's like episode 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and I think 9. I'm like, holy shit! So I'm like way out of sync on that. I need to catch back up. But yeah, so I've got 2 different ThinkPads, and one of them is a little bit more powerful than the other, and maybe one of those would be enlightening to see that if Linux can basically give it a second lease on life, kind of a thing. I don't know. The one that actually I'm most blown away with is this one. This thing was the fastest. It was like the fastest computer that you could get when I got it, and it even beat Towers. And then I shipped it off to Dan, and Dan put a solid state drive in it and moved the 1 terabit drive to the backup drive that's in it. And this thing is still, to this moment in time, it's not faster processing videos, because I have my editing program here, and if Christine is running long and I want to get the brew review done, I'll still use this, and it doesn't compare with processor speed. But I tell you, on a boot up, you press the button, and if you held your breath, you'd never even get close to getting winded before you could go and do anything you wanted on this guy. Still super impressed with it. I'm glad that I had Dan clean it up a little. Meal team. So you're saying the next time I visit, it'll be off the whole time, like when the Irish are in town? What was going to be off? I don't... Stormy Coyote. I've missed the past several videos, but how about the demented old election-stealing fart clown of ours falling up some stairs recently? I got a good laugh out of that one. Hope the old mummy has more jokes up his sleeve. You know, and the funny thing is it's just another example of the bullshit in the media. I mean, if Donald Trump even looked like he was a little concerned, like going down that ramp that one time, it was like the next 3 days the media went on and on and on about it. And Joe obviously falls 3 times walking up the same staircase, and they say it was the wind. Oh, really? Okay, whatever you want to say. Harmarsh, Eric is James Bond. Not too sure about that one. Hey, come on. Poco Loco. Great day for hay. Hay. Harmarsh. The light is a nice addition to Alice. My mistake. Harmarsh. C4. Oh, yeah. C4, like, is in the explosive. Unfortunately, in this case, C4 is a miss. Oh, yeah. Benwild or Jim. I've got 2 of them. I don't know which one is which. I think Gunwild, this actually might be the one Jim gave me, and yours is upstairs on the pewter, on the whittle pewter. Okay, first impressions as I'm drinking it is I have had canned, bottled, Insta Bloody Marys. Not that last one I did. I'd actually buy that one again, because I was actually using that one as a base to kind of a hybrid Bloody Mary. One thing I'm noticing immediately about this, let's see, behold the hair of the dog, Holy Grail. A concoction that is both Bloody Mary and a beer. Using George's Bloody Mary mix, we've brewed the ultimate brunch sidekick. Oh, by the way, this was a 12-pack of 4 different beers that they called brunch beers. So don't let us down. Garnish accordingly with a lime celery stick and or a foot-long meatball sub on a toothpick. 6.8%. Now, like I said, I have actually had pre-made Bloody Marys that didn't have quite as good of a Bloody Mary flavor as this. Now, it kind of throws you off by the fact that it looks like a beer. And like I said, if it actually looked like a Bloody Mary mix, to me, it reminds me of my mother making her beer and clamato juice, or in Canada, a Caesar. But this isn't obviously a true of either one of them, seems how it's both in one. It would be interesting if my mother was here. I'm sure she'd love the shirt and the sign. Anybody read the thing that came out today? The open letter from Ted Nugent to Biden about basically getting along, and how, all of a sudden they're now knocking, the Republican side because we're not trying to go along and get along with them. And all they did from the second that Trump took office was, we're going to impeach him. We're going to find any reason we can to impeach him. All it was 4 fucking years of you fucking pieces of shit wasting American taxpayers' money on what you knew was nothing but a lie. You were just trying to pull something out of the Obama book. Tell a lie long enough and you'd hope people would believe it. Unfortunately, a lot of stupid people really did believe it. Now, I want to go on record in case she sees this ever. I'm not calling my mother stupid. I'm just calling her a gullible and not willing to educate yourself when you can so easily believe the lies of the media. I mean, the day that my sister called and went down the gamut of things that people say to her about why they don't like Trump, the bottom line is every single thing other than, I just don't like him. Everyone was wrong. Everyone was wrong. You were played for a fool. And now we have a fool in as our fake president. Because it was all fraud. Something's wrong with my straw. Yeah, it's not doing anything outside. Google's right. Hey Google, what's the weather like at the Duluth International Airport?
Currently at Duluth International Airport it's 34 degrees with snow showers. Today, there'll be scattered snow showers with a forecasted high of 35 and a low of 22. And tomorrow, it'll be mostly sunny.
Must be a difference in what side of the room you're on when you ask for the weather. Hardmarsh, Miss Bomey, it's a toss. Who laughs harder, you or me? Oh my God, her and John doing the quickie series. And I try to tell John understands. That's because me and John are sometimes almost feel cut from the same cloth. Except for I don't have quite the issues that he has when it comes to stuff. If you send me J-Dog, if you send me some of the pictures that you send to John, I am not going to have a freak out. But she's like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do this week. I don't know why you even bother trying to come up with something. I mean, you could, instead of trying to plan out a whole week, you could literally write like 5 things down on a piece of paper, and you could probably talk about one of those things the entire day, regardless of what you even put on the, banana. You could write banana. Maybe that's what next week should be. I will just make some cue cards that she cannot open until they are about to record that day. In other words, when she says, everybody, today is Monday, and we're going to be talking about, and I'll just write something down on it. Because the two of them, they've had multiple shows where they had planned out what they were going to talk about for 15 minutes, and one of the two of them idiots said something in the first 10 seconds that sidelined that show to the new topic for the whole 15 plus minutes. The shit happens all the time. So, I think that's what they should do. I think I should just make up 5 days and stick it in an envelope and just go. Decline. Matt better be there or else it's trouble, girls. Well, I told you more than likely it wouldn't be today because he had his son. And believe it or not, with Matt, being a good dad actually does take precedence over drinking. Sometimes. Most of the time. Cadillac V. I'd buy that. Olight. I have no idea what you're talking about. Tardisius. Nice Bond intro. Connery is rolling over and screaming. And I can say, sure is, oh yeah, the best. Sure is, I think, pretty much fills this gap nicely. Wade. You're a middle-aged man of Irish ancestry, my brother. I'm guessing your oak is more of a weeping willow. And I can say, yes I am. Why do you think so? You are correct. Oh, excuse me. DFC. 34th. Wade. I'm liking the light. What? Oh, yeah, this one? You like this one? I like this one too. I'd like to know how wide the beams are at approximately 30 yards. I don't know how I could possibly, Wade, I have no idea what you're talking about, due to the fact that I'm terrible sometimes at following directions, I guess. Yeah, I'll get you that. I'll just say this, Wade. Earlier today, I had 2 identical flashlights in my hands, and I stuck a bunch of stuff in between them, jetting out about, I'd say 5.5, 6 inches. And then I turned the lights on, and all I could see 25 feet away on the wall is just one circle. Like as though there was only one flashlight. And I was like, this is really cool. Like if they actually made something like this, anything in the middle would not block out or make a blind spot, and it couldn't have been more apparent. But 30 yards, yeah, I'll see what I can. I'll see what I can. Smile money. Glad you did not have the nuclear codes. The Chinese knockoff companies got all your clues. Smile money. A hit. C2 was a hit now. Was it the carrier or a little one? Oh, Sharky, it must be the carrier. Toro, Toro, Toro. So, yeah. So you're just throwing shit out there, but you're not actually throwing out another one? Okay. Sharky, the destroyer and battleship are left. I'll circle south and drop there. Get the angle on them boat. Haven't seen you drop a bomb this round in the comments, or has ScrewTube screwed you? Then he says, no, unfortunately, catching up at work, I'll drop a 500-pounder in front of mine to see if it's the end or to the left of me or the right of you. Let me check. No one said B2. Matt is on, so an ass about calling previous hit numbers. B2? B2 is a miss. Somehow I keep wanting to think that if well, never mind. I guess there is scenarios that could have worked. Sharky, I've dropped on D2 this round. Echo 2 sounds promising for a sunken boat. Oh. Let me guess. This is where you circled back. Foxtrot 2 was the last hit last round. Yes, Eric. I'm openly helping the competition. Collecting credit so I can go and kill, steal, and not feel too bad in the future. Laugh out loud. Okay, so I have to like... So later on that evening in the same brew review, Sharky must say D2. Okay, we'll just assume that he did. D2 is a hit. D2 is a hit. D2 is a hit. Mike, here, cheers. Cheers, Mike. I saw Gunwild's video. I saw that you gave him that cool magnet that you can stick under a desk. Well done. Clyde. Whiskey and Revolution for all. The next one was Stephen Bush, and Steve says, I like that beep. I'm not a fan of the blue, but I'm sure they'll address that. No, I got whiskey. I think I'll stick in the hometown. Smart money. Wow. You called this flask even down to the name. Bonus. That was smart money. Some of these, like, I know. Sometimes honesty is... That was actually kind of spooky. That was a first, though. I think that was a first. Now, just keep in mind all the times that I have said, I don't think I've ever guessed a rye right. I don't think I've ever said this is a rye, and it turned out to be a rye. There seems to be such a big variation in again, I've been told that Joey's customers see Joey, you know, that whole come hither thing. I mean, just don't even think about Joey's face right there, because that'll just completely ruin it for you. But evidently for a bourbon, there is something about the Woodford Reserve that evidently I do like, because I'm very open in the fact that bourbons really really haven't done a lot for me. There's been a few that have been borderline. I mean, the one that Jules sent to me, I had actually looked forward to that, and that bottle went fairly fast. And that Woodford Reserve, there is that little roller coaster of goodness that takes place with that, and that's what I experienced with the other one. And what is that saying? Every now and then the blind hunting dog or whatever finds its prey, or whatever the hell the saying is. Okay, the other thing about this is and now keeping in mind, I have tried my best to get away from being a salter. In other words, when my food comes, I for sure never ever put salt on it until I have tasted it. And even at that, I try my best to skip adding any extra salt. Keeping the sodium level low, trying to be heart conscious, that kind of thing. And this actually has what I am tasting is a fairly high sodium level to it. It could be the celery salt or whatever that they've used. Gunwild. So-and-so sent me that light that we're supposed to keep a secret for testing. Since they didn't give me any information on how it was going to be marketed, I assumed that it was for the top rail behind the front sight. I really like the switch on it, and the fact that it has a very low profile. I don't know. I'd like to see that. It sounds pretty cool. Mike, I wrote Get Better Christine and Eric. Thank you. Gunwild, that's an ugly bike. See, these are all words it's... I don't know if I could look at it and have it ever grow on me. It's just... Sometimes you really have to experience, not sometimes. To me, motorcycles and cars and it's nice when they have a really sweet ass, And that did not. Sharky, the name is Bomi. James Bomi. It's sort of you're closer than you think. Gunwild. I'll take a steel plate over a ceramic body armor any day. At least the steel doesn't have to be replaced after being shot. Yeah. Well, the bottom line is when I take that thing out there, I am going to take a few dandies with me. I just decided that I'm not just gonna shoot it once, and if the 5.7 makes it through or doesn't make it through, call it done. No, I'm gonna fuck that thing up. Zeus wanted me to shoot it, and at a bare minimum, I will have the FN57. I will already have a 10mm with me, and I will probably also bring a 44 Magnum. So for sure, it's going to get shot with a FN57, a 10mm, and a 44 Magnum, and then of course the top. I know it's not rated for this, and I really don't give a shit. If I remember and/or can get over the fact that I have a very limited number of them and they are very pricey, I have the T6B loaded in 5.56, and then I have another one from Jay, and Jay just says this just fucks everything up. And I couldn't, Jay, from the way you described the other one, I wasn't even sure which one is more nasty. I assumed the T6B was the more nasty. All I know is you said that the T6B goes through everything, and the other one just fucks shit up. So, I'll see. I mean, I realize it's not rated for that, but again, just like Gunwild just previously said, I have another one that's a steel plate. It's an older one, but my first impressions, if someone jumped in front of me and at that last second as they squeezed the trigger on their AR pistol, knowing that anything could have been in that chamber, including a T6B, I would definitely feel that I had at least a chance if it was a steel body armor plate and not a pad. I mean, you can, I don't know. I mean, I guess the technology, I mean, you just wait right now. NIHAP is just moments away from getting a clean patent on transparent aluminum. He's been working his ass off. Brad. More shit I can't show. Loan company. That video thumbnail girl could convince me to pay child support again. Just saying. The thumbnail girl is quite cute. Sharky. Damn, that scammer call was epic. Chris laughing uncontrolled was super. Yeah, that's contagious shit sometimes. Sharky, you're right. I'll go clean up my car. To be honest, it's a few leaves in an empty peppermint can or two. I normally throw crap out when it's spent. However, there's more crap in the trunk than I'd like to be there. The car desperately needs a washing, though. Damn birds crap all over my car. Damn COVID keeps it just sitting there. That is one plus. I mean, like for instance, look at Christine's Honda Pilot. I bought it in 2000. I bought it in the middle of 2015. It's a 2016 Honda Pilot. And right now, it just recently rolled 20,000 miles. And since this whole, right before the elections thing, and Christine asked me to drive her to work, and then I was like, that's fine, but you could possibly have to wait anywhere from 15 to 45 minutes because of how my schedule might work out. And she said she didn't care. So the Honda right now is only, and I repeat, is only getting used Saturday to run our errands. So it's going to it's going on a road trip when we go out to Maine though. So Stalker Steve, headlights on an AR? Priceless. I love the idea. Yeah, I'd love to see it. Smile Money. B2. Yeah, we discussed this. It's a miss. Didn't Scourge. I like Brew Bomi could tie a bow tie. I've never tried a bow tie. I mean, I can do a regular tie. I mean, those are easy. If you've ever actually done a tie, then you know that it's always just, knowing where to start so that when you make that final pull, you never want the back hanging down below the big guy, if you know what I mean. But I've never tied a bow tie. Never even worn a bow tie. I heard somewhere bow ties are fur. Never mind. Sharky? SH, damn, I sure hope the outro, babe, curves are real. Well, they're real in my mind, so who cares? Smile Money. John Solar is trying to get you to go away? What? Oh, damn. When did that happen? Or did you just do a Biden and forget where you were headed? Sharky, did your comment get deleted? When you said D2? Well, you said it somewhere else, so I went with it. Smile Money, light comment, dual headlights, never thought, oh, if I could only hang 2 lights off my rifle, oh wait, I could have mounted 2 lights. Wait, suggest 3, that would be super redundant. Or 4, with a quad rail you could do 4. Okay. Well. Where do I put this on the E scale? This sort of falls under that I'd never buy it again thing, but it was okay to give her a try. I mean, like I said, I've had real Bloody Marys that didn't taste as legitimately like a Bloody Mary as this beer does. And, you know, there's nothing floating around in there giving you the telltale signs that you're drinking a Bloody Mary. So, I'm almost looking forward. You know what? You know what's a great thought? A little after party for the well, first let me just give you I'd probably give this a 7 in a really strange kind of way for what it is. I mean, it has a decent amount of realism for its flavors. The fact that it's in a beer, I'm actually impressed. We go to the club, which there's actually at least a couple people in here, and let's do something. Now I don't have everything down here that I would normally doctor this up if, say, this shit was planned, you know, more than 3.5 seconds in advance. Clyde? So let's start with like a 50-50. Now a lot of times my base is the spicy V8. I actually like the spicy V8 for making a Bloody Mary more than I like the Bloody Mary mix from V8. Now, if this wasn't already a Bloody Mary flavored beer. What this would be is a Caesar. Or like I said, my mother was a Clamato juice, and which I like tomato juice, but I do not like that straight. It's definitely, seems like most people bought it to mix it. So, does it mix for the Two-Hearted Ed Club? So the Sunny Slopes long ago, and cheers, Justin. First in the club is Stalker Steve. Oh my God, who chopped the ass off that motorcycle? So Steve may not have been participating in the club, but Harmarsh definitely is. Cheers, clubbers. Gunwild. Post-show prep? Cheers? Yeah. It's not bad. One of those things where the two parts on their own, I think, were a little bit better. J-Dog, Heart Club, Mr. Holster. NIHAP. Greetings, Ed Club. Greetings, NIHAP. DFC. Nice looking fun bags on the Brew Babe. And Stalker Steve saying cheers. So, if the first one wasn't intentional, the second one definitely was, Steve. I'm still waiting for a response on who is going to be my guest. You, Steve, or nobody? Yeah. I don't know. I know that's not quite doing it for me. And I was lazy. I didn't really feel like going in pursuit of any Bloody Mary mix. I can do pretty good with my own. That, and or make a Bloody Maria instead of a Bloody Mary. Seems how I don't have vodka as an option right now. Let me hit the button one more time, and then get the hell out of here. Oh, glad I did, because I got Rich Huff saying cheers, clubbers. I just want to double check. Wow, even though there was no numbers next to it, when I clicked on the held for review, I got Agnes Berry and a link to Naked Chicks, Emily Flynn and a link to Naked Chicks, Ruthie Kramer and a link to Naked Chicks, Scott Charles and a link to Naked Chicks. So, held for review. None of you guys were in there, so when shit goes missing, what is that just YouTube removing it? Okay. Double check it once again. Hit the button. Thickened it up a little bit. I'll drink it, but I probably wasted a little bit of both. So, okay, guys, cheers, and we should see you tomorrow. Oh yeah, it's still not snowing out there, Google. Liar.